With Love is Blind Season 7 reunion around the corner, a lot of things are coming out about some of the contestants. This video is about Tyler and Ashley relationship, but specifically Tyler's situationship before he came to Love is Blind Season 7 as a contestant. So if you've actually watched Love is Blind Season 7 this season, you will notice that Tyler and Ashley matched in the pods. They got engaged. They went to Mexico. They almost didn't make it to the altar because of one big deal. So Tyler, before Love is Blind, Tyler had a situationship with a woman that happens to be a lesbian. So that woman was involved with another lady. They had a thing going on and they had a kid. The kid's name is Cairo, according to her. And Cairo, from what we gathered, is not Tyler's biological son. But because the two lesbians broke up, the one that was left happens to be good friends with Tyler, and so we believe Tyler, out of kindness, proposed to the lady or the friend to recognize the kid as his own because he doesn't want the kid to grow up without a father like he grew up. So again, this shows that Tyler really has a big heart. So to start, this lady basically explains how her first child came about and the relationship that Tyler has with the child. So take a listen.
In regards to our oldest child, Cairo, Tyler was initially only supposed to be helping me and my ex-wife. He was helping us conceive. It was understood that Tyler was not supposed to assume a father role in Kai's life, hence my ex-wife's name being on the birth certificate. Shortly prior to me giving birth to Cairo, my ex-wife left me and moved back to her home state of California. Tyler, as my best friend, was there for me, helping me through this extremely tough time in my life. And for that, I'll always be thankful for him, and I wouldn't change a thing. Suddenly one day I received a text from Tyler, and he asked me if I would be okay with him being a father to Cairo, because he did not want Cairo to be raised by a single mother as he had. And after much thought and consideration, I agreed. Since that moment, Tyler has been considered to be and has acted as a father to Cairo.
You've heard the lady. She doesn't seem to have anything bad to say about Tyler at all. So this is why we're saying that Tyler is simply just a good, kind person. And maybe sometimes he overdoes it to the point that it comes back and bites him in the butt like later, which is exactly how this situation is presenting itself. It's being too sticky to the point that it looks like he actually is vicious about it, but it's just him trying to do good, too much good for people, without considering the consequences. So the lady will go ahead and tell further stories about how she came about having the twins, this time with Tyler directly. Take a listen.
Unlike Cairo, the twins were simply unplanned. Callie and Kamari are the results of natural, unplanned intercourse with absolutely no complexity surrounding parentage. I have not always been the most comfortable with that truth due to the fact that I've lived the majority of my life as a lesbian. Tyler was there with me the entire way, extremely supportive. We even were living together after birth. He signed the birth certificates, he cut the umbilical cords. His mom and sister came and visited me in the hospital. We left the hospital as parents of 3 children. We lived together for over a year in an attempt to give the kids a 2-parent household, with the understanding that we were still gonna be dating other people. I will say Tyler and I have never officially been together. We never truly dated. We're raising these kids together. We were co-parenting these children together. and we were legit, or I felt like we were best friends. I truly hate that I had to provide an explanation in hopes of defending myself and my children. I just could not continue to sit back and allow what was being said about me and the kids to continue on and just be lied on and just sit here. Tyler was at my house the day before he left for this show. He came to see the kids. He came to say goodbye. I wished him luck. So this is why it's just very hard for me to understand what happened. There was a chance he was going to find love. I wished this for him. I just did not think that meant that he would neglect his children. After Tyler got back from Mexico, he reached out to me. He let me know he was alive. It wasn't until I began asking him when he was going to see the kids that I started to notice something was off. I updated him on their lives, but I could tell things were off. He kept giving excuses as to why he couldn't see them. And then one day I noticed that he deleted his Facebook, which is where all the pictures that he would post of the kids and him with the kids, that's where all the pictures were. I instantly knew what he was doing, and I was completely heartbroken for my children. I never imagined or thought that he would attempt to disown our kids. It's honestly just all really surreal. So I decided, and I continue to fight for all the back child support that he owes me. I filed for contempt of court, and that is ongoing. And also, out of disappointment, I also filed to change the twins' last names so that they could all have the same last name.
So now she's mad. She's mad because Tyler broke their agreement. Tyler is no longer talking to her like used to before. She is a lesbian. She enjoyed the presence of Tyler at home. She enjoyed the fact that he was there to be able to help the kids and, support them so they can have a stable household, which is noble of Tyler. She got used to it. She enjoyed Tyler's kindness. But now that he's moving on, he's fully married and about to have, his own life, and no longer really wants too much to do with her anymore. She is mad. She is mad because it doesn't work for her any longer. One thing we like about the way she tells the story is you don't feel, even if she's vexed about the situation or mad or frustrated, she doesn't show it in the video. So we kind of like that about her. We also like the fact that she talks really, really only positive things about Tyler, except from the fact that Tyler hasn't really reached out to the kids much. He hasn't talked to them. He hasn't, shown his presence like he used to. That's the part that we're a little bit not really, we're critical of, if we may put it that way, because our opinion doesn't really matter. But we think Tyler should continue having a relationship with the kids like he started, and it shouldn't change much. And he should find a way to kind of speak to Ashley and see what type of agreement they could come to kind of, get there. But nonetheless, they didn't have any paperwork done. So according to the law, Tyler is a father, and therefore Tyler should pay child support. And before any of this turns into some saga, some chaotic, legal matter, he should just continue, have an agreement, maybe lower the child support to whatever it is, have an agreement, a written agreement this time, and make sure that he still is in the lives of the kids. So take a listen to how Tyler has changed, after the experiment, and how she feels about it.
Tyler hasn't spoken to or seen the kids since September 30th of 2023. That was the day before he left for this show. It just didn't have to be this way. It shouldn't be this way. I completely supported his decision to go on this show. I wanted him to find love. I wanted him to find happiness. I just didn't think that involved disowning his kids in any way. I can't wrap my head around why he felt the best way to do that would be to cut off the kids, then to make matters worse, lie on national television and say they're merely sperm babies and they don't know what he looks like. I understand this is for everyone's entertainment, but this is our real lives. And you know, it sucks. It really sucks. And with this, my heart is truly completely broken for my children and for myself. I lost my best friend. My children have been disowned and at this point disrespected by their father. I just pray every single day that they don't grow up and see any of this, and praying that at some point I start getting the financial support that I feel like we are owed.
We don't agree with certain things, and we will tell you what they are, but we actually came to the conclusion that Ashley and Tyler, we're very happy that they're married, and hopefully, you know, Tyler can be more transparent about things that actually affect him, because now it's not him by himself, but it's actually him and Ashley that have to, you know, kind of be in this partnership together. So he really needs to be transparent all the way through. But we didn't think much of Tyler. There are two red flags for us when it comes to Tyler. The number one is the fact that he had this situationship with this woman, and it seemed like Tyler didn't really had a job like that, so it really benefited him to being, you know, in a roommate situation with someone else and still have some benefits from being there, if you know what we mean. So that's a red flag for us. If there's, and connected to that, there's financials. What does Tyler's financials look like? Is he in debt? Does he know how to use money? Things like that. We don't know. And those conversations never came about, you know, during the experiment. So hopefully Ashley got a way around the topic so she knows for sure and she doesn't get broke at the end of this. There's another thing that we wanted to mention, and that would be this lady had said that Tyler basically has almost disowned her children, meaning when Tyler left for the for Love is Blind, which she supported and encouraged him to go. When Tyler left, he didn't. When he came back, he was acting funny, and we understand why, because this would be some clear boundaries that Ashley may have set for Tyler, that she cannot go, you know, see the kids unless maybe she's there or things like that. Also, oh yeah, there's this thing that also pissed this lady off, is the fact that Tyler may have said during, it's not even me, he said it, or Ashley repeated what he said, but Ashley may have said that Tyler's babies, or he basically, it didn't look like he fathered these babies with this lesbian woman, but it was more like he simply gave his sperm to father these babies. But then in the discourse that this lesbian is bringing forward, she's clearly stating that they had intercourse. Maybe Tyler's mind and heart wasn't into it. Maybe he needed to, you know, relieve himself at some point, and that's what he did. Or we don't know what happened there. But at the end of the day, what we think should happen here is whatever Tyler was doing for this lady, paying child support and whatever it is, that he should maybe come up to some type of agreement to kind of continue seeing the kids. But the thing is, Tyler had gotten himself into like acknowledging the first kid, and now he has the twins with this lady, so he should just continue paying child support no matter what. He should have thought about it before getting himself into that situation anyway. So we think he shouldn't overnight change the lives of these kids that he once upon a time looked upon as his own. Let us know what you think about all this. Should Tyler continue paying child support to this lady? Should Tyler continue having a relationship with the kids? As always, we love you for watching, and we will see you in the next video. Bye for now.